Okay, so I know that a lot of you guys have never heard of ENS names, but I'm going to break it down for you so you can understand why they're so important and why digits are absolutely a nuts play right now. This is the biggest thing that's graced the NFT space since, well, ever. This is huge right now. Yo! Okay, so I know a lot of you guys are thinking, what the heck is an ENS name and why does it even matter to me why I should learn anything about these things? Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Imagine for just a brief second, you're sitting in 1995 and your friend comes over and says, guess what? The internet's here and we can buy addresses on the internet called .com names. That's what it was like in 1995. Now, if you're sitting there, you're like, well, I don't know what this .com thing is. Is it important? Is it gonna be big? Those were the days when .coms like Google, Yahoo, and Amazon were were sold to the public to be used on the World Wide Web. Imagine if you would have taken your neighbor's advice and said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna buy one of those domains and potentially use it a little bit later in life. That is what's happening right now with the ENS domain system. Specifically the .eth. .eth is the extension that they're using for the ENS system to be able to be used on the Web3 version of the internet. There is so much utility that I'm not going to go over in this video that we might do in another video, but this is huge right now. I liken this to the 1995 era of .com names. Right now, not that many people know about these things, and not that many people have even tried to mint them or buy them on the secondary market, no matter the place. So I'm gonna help you guys understand why this is so important and why this could be a good opportunity for you to learn about or at least look at. And as always, anything I say here on this channel is not my financial advice, nor am I recommending you to purchase anything or spend your money on any of the topics that I mentioned here today. Okay? ENS names are something you should be watching. More specifically and simply, what I would recommend as the first step to get into the ENS space is digits. Digits are the biggest boom right now since, well, I mentioned it before, the .com craze. Digits blew up this space. The ENS space isn't that new actually. It has been around for multiple years. It's just been kind of like one of those sleeping giants that everybody's been thinking about but never really acted on. For example, myself, as soon as I got into crypto, I went and I got my name, NyteOwl.eth, because I'm like, well, you know, that's my username. I might as well go ahead and mint the .eth and put it in my wallet. That way people know who I am. I wasn't really thinking about the potential long-term play of actually selling that name down the line. That was my first mistake. I didn't realize these things were so powerful. Now, a couple months ago in April, some bright young souls decided they were going to mint all the numbers 0 to 1,000. This was huge. This sparked the biggest ENS craze that we've seen in the entire history of ENS. These digits went nuts. They started out at 0, obviously, meaning that you can mint them for free with a small registration fee. And they are currently sitting at a floor of 36 Ethereum. I think maybe even 32 Ethereum right now. We're gonna go check that out right now. The site that I use most to check the floor on these ENS names is ENS Vision. So I'm gonna go through and explain digits from there because this is the best, most well put together site on these digits that you can find on the whole interweb. OpenSea is useless. I don't even know why. But if you guys wanna go ahead. They have these categories up here at the top. And these ENS names, for example, this floor one right here is 32 ETH. Just think about that for a second. 3 months ago, this thing minted out at 2 months ago, right? When it was registered for $0, it's now worth $32,000, okay? Now, if we go look at it over on OpenSea, it's just pretty. It's clean. It's just a digit. That's all it is. It's 861.eth, okay? It's pure. It's simple. This started the whole craze. Now, obviously, those 3 digits got a little bit out of hand. They're a little bit high priced. So people went over and they started minting numbers 0 through 10,000. which allowed a few more people to get in because they had a lower starting price, even though right now they're sitting at a price of 1.82 Ethereum, which is pretty awesome. These things spiked so hard, so fast. This club is absolutely nuts. So these digits right here, the lowest one right here on the floor over on OpenSea. If you go check this, oh, it's sold, it's gone. Obviously, it's sold. The next highest one is on X2Y2. We'll go check this one on OpenSea, 3841. We'll go check it out, 1.9 Ethereum, 3841. Now, why are digits so important? Digits are used all over the world universally. Addresses, phone numbers, telephone numbers. People relate to digits so well. Every language in the world uses digits. They use numbers because they can connect with them on a different level than nothing else does. Think about it. You see numbers everywhere. Your license plates. Right now there's license plates selling in different countries that sell for like millions of dollars just because they have the right number or the right digits on them. Absolutely insane. So that's one of the reasons this club absolutely blew up. Digits are going nuts right now. There's even more utility even than what I'm saying here. Dude, look over here right now. One of the people who bought into the Digit Club early on, 008, decided he was going to release some business cards that were on-chain business cards with your digit on them. Check this one out. 1200.eth is one of the digits that I did get. I nabbed up. Below that, it's NyteOwl, obviously, my username. This thing is so clean and simple, but the utility behind these cards is what's cool. These cards you can send around the blockchain to people that you meet, so they have them in their wallet. They know that they met you, they talked to you, and you talk to them, and you can send this as kind of a token reminder that you guys are kind of Web3 friends, and it's an excellent networking place. But beyond that, ownership of one of these cards, and they're absolutely free. All you got to do is have a digit in your wallet and get a couple other cards, get 3 other cards, and then you can get your set of 50 cards that you can send out to anybody. The guy that set this up is doing this absolutely free out of the goodness of his heart to help expand the network of digits and help grow that networking capability so that we can all network together. These cards you can send around the blockchain and be able to connect with other people. But these cards are so cool because they're on-chain cards, but they can change at any time. So if I were to sell my 1200.eth, I can just go and have that change to the new digit that I purchased, which is pretty neat. Also, other people send me cards and stuff back, so I have a bunch of other cards down here. This isn't all of them, but these are just some of the cards that I've collected from the 10K club, which I think is kind of cool. So I know that I talked to those guys. But above that, these cards get you into a special little alpha group that lets you communicate with them, gives you more information on the blockchain, more information on upcoming things that are happening in the ENS space, and other utility that you need to be a part of. This is like the cutting edge of the NFT space and stuff that you need to know when you're getting in this. Dude, I'm so passionate about these digits and I believe in them so much that I'm like, dude, I even changed my banner profile to show some of these sweet looking digits up here. I think it looks actually pretty sick. These business cards are one of the coolest features and coolest parts of these digits right here. Think about how often you use digits in your everyday life. There are different rarities of digits. Obviously, you have your 1 through, and I'm just talking 10K club here, right here. And this is the 10K club, is all the digits 1 to 10,000. 10K club digits. What you want to look for are maybe a little bit more of the rare ones. But what is really rare? You think about it, you know? Every single one of these numbers is unique to the person that bought it. I've seen digits that are the most random digits sell for huge amounts just because the person who buys the digit has like some connection with it. Either maybe it was their home address growing up, or maybe they own the Bored Ape number that's attached to those digits. That's why every single digit is unique. But there's also some more rarities in here. For example, let's check out, you can go to this domain vision, you can really refine your search here. If you want to search for digits that are entering in a century, like 1200, you can see the floor price right now is 9.9 Ethereum. If you want to get into those digits, which is kind of crazy, you saw the floor at 1.8. The bump up to get a century digit is 9.9 Ethereum, which is kind of makes sense. Another one that's kind of rare is if it starts with 000. I think, yeah, that floor price is pretty high. Obviously, you could try to go bid on a couple that aren't listed here, but there's only 10 if you count 000. There's only 10 of these bad boys that have a leading 000, so really rare. So if you're gonna want to get one of those, then obviously you're gonna have to pay up a little bit, but those digits fetch a pretty penny. Inversely, if we go to ones that end in 000, there's also only 10 of those. Those have some pretty high sell prices on some of those. Some of these guys got lucky and nabbed it for 1.5 and 2.5. Good job. They have it listed. If we go back to ENS Vision, we can kind of see some of the top sells. Obviously 000.eth, number one sell in all the domains, recently had a bidding war for it, which is absolutely crazy. Let's see if we can go over actually to OpenSea. We're gonna go ahead and type in the .eth of this bad boy name. We're gonna go check it out. This is the official. Right now it has an offer, but it did have a sell price of 300 Ethereum. The interesting thing about this one, the guy that's selling it had a couple of offers prior to selling it, and I don't know if it's gonna show up here, of 200 Ethereum that he didn't even look at. Right here. Prior to that, he had an offer of 130 Ethereum. Didn't even look at it, dude. Didn't even look at it. And then go ahead over here. It looks like it finally did get bought, I think by the same guy that bid the 100 Ethereum prior. Yes, it was 200 Ethereum right here. He ended up buying this thing for 300 Ethereum, which is actually the price that it was listed at, setting a new record in the ENS space. This is nuts. These kind of sells are pretty extreme. This guy, I think he only owns like a few other NFTs. He went and he bought a Fidenza that day. He bought a Bored Ape that day, and then I guess a couple other things. But that's his wallet. That's what he owns. So kind of crazy to see this kind of stuff happen in the space. I think this is really cool. Go check it out. This stuff is nuts. And if you guys have any questions or comments, put it down below, and I will be able to answer those things for you. So we'll be able to go over that stuff. There is so much more to cover just on the digits alone, but I really want to keep talking about this space because I think it is so cool. I have fully dove into this thing because I think this is going to be the next play in NFTs and crypto. This is where it's at. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. Hope you guys learned just a little bit about the digit space, what it entails, and why you should be looking at this right now. This is crazy. Don't miss out on this space. It's happening. Take it easy. Good luck. I'm out. Peace out.